All right, you guys, before I get into the 13 signs that divorce is on the way, first, I'd like to tell everyone and anyone that's married, especially if you have children or a family, if you can make it work, make it work. The grass is not always greener on the other side. And when a family splits up, the kids are usually affected the worst. But if you can't make it work, if you've tried everything, or you've given up on trying, or at least pay attention to the warning signs so you don't get caught with your pants down with the big red nose and the big red shoes on.
We don't play that.
I did my research on this, guys. And for the 3% of women that follow my channel, you guys can learn something from this too. I did a documentary on this called Still Single, A Divorced Man's Journey to Understanding Women. But that's a different story. This is about the warning sign. These 13 signs are backed by real statistics and real stories. And if you recognize more than a few, it might be time to make a move. Like I said, I don't wish divorce on anyone, but if you see these 13 signs, it usually means it's about to go down. Now, before we dive in, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button, because this is probably the realest breakdown you're ever gonna find on relationships and divorce. So let's get into it. Warning sign number 1. Your spouse has emotionally checked out. Statistically, this is the number one reason why people get a divorce. 79% of divorced couples say they grew apart emotionally before splitting. Example, if you ever feel like you're living with a roommate instead of a partner, that's the first red flag. If you ask, "Are you okay?" and they hit you with the "I'm fine," but something feels off, trust your gut. When it comes to relationships, some women are the worst communicators. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. When we do something wrong, the woman wants us to be mind readers and guess what we did, whether it was 2 days ago or 2 weeks ago. Like, we're supposed to know what they like and what they don't like, pick out something for dinner, and then when we pick the wrong thing, they get upset when all they have to do is just tell us, right? Now here's the cold part. They won't tell us what's wrong. They want us to guess. But they will tell their girlfriend or another dude that's trying to holler at them exactly what they're upset about and why and how it would happen and all of the details. But we're supposed to be mind readers. I think that's the biggest mistake women make, is expecting men to be mind readers. We're not that smart. Reason number 2, financial problems and phone secrecy. 55% of divorces involve financial secrecy, and 85% of cheaters suddenly become more private with their phone. We're all guilty of it. It just is what it is. How desperate and agitated a person gets when you're near their phone or want to see their phone. A person that has nothing to hide is usually smooth like butter. But when people have something to hide, that's when the nervous giggles start happening, and the nervous giggles turn into a defense mechanism. The defense mechanism turns into fighting. Fighting turns into in and all-out war. Now, when it comes to finance, men, I think we're more guilty of this than women. We really don't want the woman to know how broke we are or what we're going through, because we know there are conditions a lot of times with women. Men will love their women unconditionally, generally speaking. But women, when they're young, naive, and marry young, they don't care about money or your house or your car or all these material things, because their brain just hasn't caught up to the matrix. They're used to watching love stories and the Disney Channel movies and all of the stuff that really doesn't exist in the real world. So now they're in love and married at 18. By the time they become 25, they're a totally different person. And money does matter. Finances matter. Bills matter. Upgrading your life matters. The woman, just by maturity alone, has outgrown the man. She went from 18 to 25 in 7 short years, and the man just went to 18 to 19 in 7 short years. And with social media, all these women, even average-looking women, are getting bombarded with social media, believing that they can do much better. So now, 10, 15 years later, when you've aged out of the process and you realize the guy with the bag doesn't want you, he has a million other options. Now reality hits you dead in the face. When my wife was going through school, I put her on all my bank accounts. She had access to everything. But after she graduated college, got herself a great paying job, all of a sudden she had her own account. I wasn't tripping. I was actually supporting her in her independence, but I wasn't paying attention to the warning signs. When people have separate accounts and they're married, that's establishing their own individuality. So when you go through a divorce and you have a history of having your own money, it's easier to separate assets. And that goes both ways. Just something to think about. Reason number 3, there's no more physical intimacy. I have friends, family members, subscribers, consultations, Patreon members, and a lot of them have similar stories. They're just living under the same house with their spouse as if they're roommates. No physical affection for months and sometimes even years. See, in the Matrix, that's almost normal in a lot of relationships. The man runs with the theory it's cheaper to keep her, and the hot pocket is dried up completely, at least for you. Statistic: 60% of divorced people reported a sharp decline in physical affection before separation. Example: maybe you're only being intimate once every few months. Maybe they died your touch altogether. Either way, when the physical spark dies, the emotional connection follows. Reason number 4, sudden wealth change. Have you guys ever watched the videos where the person hits the lotto, whether it's a male or a female? You know they say money changes everyone, and money shows who people really are. You've seen the videos where the man or the woman hits the lotto and they got money now and they cuss out their bosses and quit their job and they tell their spouses it's over. If one of them hits the lotto, the other one is sometimes used as collateral damage. If they hit the lottery together, some people end up disappearing, if you know what I mean. Statistics show lottery winners are more likely to get divorced than the general population. Example: money changes people. If your spouse suddenly gets a raise, a big inheritance, or starts making more money, they might start reevaluating the relationships. Now you better watch out. I made more money than her, but when I wanted to go to film school and start my life career on a different path other than acting, she started making more money than me, and you could see the respect melting away. Some women, not all, but some will get real funky on you once they become the breadwinner. Reason number 5, physical appearance changes. A slow burning cause of divorce and cheating. I gotta give my ex-wife credit on this one. To this day, she looks good. She takes good care of herself, she's in shape, she eats right, she works out. But me, I started gaining weight. She was not a fan of that. I don't blame her. That turned me into a 3-striker. You can't be short, fat, and broke. Statistics show that over 20% of divorces cite dissatisfaction with a person's physical appearance. One partner completely stops taking care of themselves or suddenly starts hitting the gym hard and dressing like they're on the market again. Either way, physical attraction plays a bigger role on people than like to admit. And this can go on the other side. When one lets themselves go, the other looks like this isn't the person they married. If this person looks like the way they look now, I wouldn't have married this person. So it's the duty of both sides to maintain a healthy appearance. Reason number 6, and one of my favorites, you're thinking about zooming to Thailand. I can't tell you how many emails I get from people ready to zoom to Thailand. Everybody comes for a different reason. Some come for the cost of living aspect, some people come for the experience, some people come to get away from whatever it is that they're running from at home. But I hate to say it, but if you guys come out here while you're having problems at home, I can absolutely unequivocally say that is not going to help save your relationship. If you come with your spouse out here, you have a better chance. But if you come out here by yourself, unless you're taking up Buddhism, this is not going to help your situation at all in terms of getting your marriage on track. Statistics show more men than ever are moving overseas after divorce. Number 7. You have the same fight over and over and over. Statistics show the average couple fights about the same 3 issues for years before filing for divorce. Example: if you and your spouse keep arguing over the same stuff, money, time, kids, respect, you're not solving problems, you're just repeating history. Number 8, in-law interference. Statistics show 43% of divorces cite lack of family support as a major factor. If their mom or dad has more influence on your spouse than you do, you're in trouble. No marriage survives with outside forces pulling the strings. Number 9, social media obsession. 1 in 7 married individuals has considered divorce over their partner's social media behavior. Example: are they constantly liking thirst traps? Are they sliding in the DMs? Is their phone basically a third person in your marriage? Social media addiction kills relationships. That's a fact. Reason number 10, feeling unappreciated. The silent killer of marriages. Feeling unappreciated is one of the top reasons men initiate divorce. I know I did. When your efforts, sacrifices, and hard work go unnoticed, resentment builds up. And that goes on both sides. And no one wants to feel invisible in their own home. Number 11, sexual incompatibility. 15% of divorces are due to sexual incompatibility. Example, someone always wants it more, and if one person stops wanting it completely, the other will look somewhere else. Or with women, if you can't do that thing that the ex-boyfriend did the same way he did it, you might be in trouble. All right, I'm not going to get too deep into that. Moving on. Number 12, friends and family notice something is off. 64% of divorced people say friends or family warn them before they realize it themselves. When your own people start pulling you aside and saying, bro, you sure you about this? You all right? You might be ignoring reality that they can see a mile away. And last but not least, number 13, hidden sexual orientation. The coming out bombshell. 2% of divorces happen after a partner comes out. This was self-explanatory. If your spouse has been hiding who they really are, the truth always comes out eventually. And if y'all can't tell, either way or the other, which way the person is riding by their behavior, by the way they act, by the way they move, by the way they dress, then, I guess you get what you deserve. Finally, my bonus takeaway, and you guys should all know this, when they're always going out with their friends, they can barely look you in the eye, they just look at you as an afterthought. I mean, come on, man. If y'all can't tell that one, y'all, I got a bridge I can sell you in Inglewood, you know what I mean? 73% of divorced individuals notice their partner acting suspicious long before the breakup. If your spouse is always out, barely home, avoids eye contact with you when you ask where they've been, don't ignore that gut feeling. And in closing, if you saw too many of these signs in your relationship, it's time to think about your next move. Maybe it's counseling, maybe it's a clean break, or maybe it's a one-way ticket to somewhere better. Now, if you guys got value from this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share it. And if you're ready to leave the drama behind, hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. You dig? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Theme music.
Zoom to Thailand, hope you coming too. Richie Mac, travel OG with celebrity interviews. Get your passport, let's go. This is what you need for show. Brothers in Thailand and bikini babes at the beach. If you need more, he got it poppin'. Caddy of the day, we golfing. Really ain't a better option. Time to travel, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's connect. Richie Mac, yeah, we steady vibing. Take a journey, let's get moving, cause we zooming right to Thailand. Hey, Richie Mac, travel OG, let's go.
If you guys have any clips or anything you want me to respond to, or anything that's going to keep the conversation going, enlightened, fun, educational, man, please email me, zoomtothailand@gmail.com. Zoom to Thailand is my official handle. Zoom to Thailand IG, Zoom to Thailand Patreon, Zoom to Thailand Cash App, Zoom to Thailand Gmail. Everything is Zoom to Thailand. So make sure you guys support the movement. Keep the love going. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. God bless, and I'll see you later. Peace!
Don't forget to subscribe for my channel.